Greetings. Today's lesson will cover multiple intelligences. Upon the completion of this lesson, we will be able to describe what they are and how they can be used in the classroom. If you take a quick glance over the picture in this slide, you can see each of the intelligences and what they are characterized by. But before we get into the meat of this topic, I would like to introduce you to someone. Pictured here is Mr. Howard Gardner, who based his theory on the following quote: "The biggest mistake of past centuries in teaching has been to treat all students as if they were variants of the same individual, and thus to feel justified in teaching them all the same subjects the same way." Now take a moment to complete the following quick write. In at least 3 sentences, you are to describe how you predict Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences can be used in education. All right, pens and pencils down and eyes forward. At this time, we will watch a quick YouTube video to help introduce Mr. Gardner's theory. All right, I hope that was fun for you because I definitely enjoyed it. The different intelligences that we will explore are bodily kinesthetic, interpersonal, linguistic, intrapersonal, naturalistic, logical, mathematical, musical, and visual spatial. I have provided for you a worksheet for you to jot down notes, but more importantly, for you to complete tonight's home learning assignment. For this assignment, you will fill out the last column, where you are to think of a student who matches the description of the intelligence and a strategy or two that you will use to help this student in your class. First, we have visual spatial. Again, I'm going to give you keywords that I want you to kind of hone in on instead of trying to read everything as a paragraph. So for these students, they think of things in terms of physical space. These students are very aware of their environments. They enjoy drawing, doing puzzles, reading maps, and even daydreaming. They can be taught through drawings and also verbal and physical imagery. A few tools to help these students include models, graphics, charts, photographs, and maybe some drawings. Next is bodily kinesthetic. For these students, you may want to think more of a dancer or maybe a surgeon. They have a keen sense of body awareness. They enjoy movement, making things, and enjoying the physical touch in itself. They communicate well through body language. And these students can be taught through physical activity, hands-on learning, and maybe even role-playing. Tools to help them include equipment and real objects. Musical students are students who are sensitive to rhythm and sound, and they love music, but they're also sensitive to sounds in their environment. They study better with music in the background. These students are often taught by turning lessons into lyrics, speaking rhythmically, or tapping out time. A few tools to assist them are musical instruments or any type of music that can be played along as they study or learn new material. Next, we have interpersonal. These students learn through interaction. I like to think of these as maybe the social butterflies. They have many friends, empathy for others, and very street smart. They are often taught best through group activities, seminars, and dialogues. A few tools for them may be time and attention from the instructor, writing, conferences, telephones, emails, etc. Next, we have intrapersonal. This is the introverted student. This student is interested in their own goals and personal interests. They shy away from others, and they're very in tune with their inner feelings. They have wisdom, intuition, and motivation, as well as a strong will, confidence, and opinions. These students are taught best through independent study and introspection. For them, you may choose to use books, creative materials, diaries, or give them some privacy or time alone. These are your independent learners. Next, we have the linguistic learners. Linguistic learning students are highly developed in auditory skills, and they often think in words. They enjoy things like reading, playing word games, or making up stories. They can be taught best by encouraging them to say and see words and then reading books together. These students may enjoy computer games, multimedia books, or lectures. Next, we have the logical mathematical learner. They enjoy reasoning and calculating. They think conceptually and abstractly and are able to see and explore patterns and relationships. These students enjoy experimenting, solving puzzles, and cosmic questions. They can be taught through logic games, investigations, and maybe even mysteries. These students need to learn and form concepts before they can deal with details. A few tools to help them may include jigsaw puzzles, math questions, or maybe experiments with numerical computations. Finally is the naturalistic learner. This is the first addition to the original 7 intelligences. This intelligence has to do, of course, with observing and understanding, organizing patterns in the natural environment. This is someone who shows expertise in the recognition and classification of plants and animals. A few tools or learning strategies for them may include outside trips, experiments, collection of temperature reads, leaves, soils, and insects, just to kind of have a few projects to put their hands on. I've also given you a cheat sheet. This lists all of the activities that students in each category may enjoy doing and how you can use them to assess the student. You may decide to use this on your home learning assignment. And on this slide, I've given you a list of frequently used classroom activities or assignments, and who they cater to. You should use this as a guide when planning future lessons. But before you go, please respond to the exit ticket located at the bottom of this screen. You are to use the list above to create a lesson for a group of students who are bodily kinesthetic, linguistic, and interpersonal. And please turn this in on your way out. Here are a few of the references that I used to complete this for you today, and thank you for your time.